And this is about fears we have. Remember, we have mentioned about the biggest enemy we have. So we have the biggest enemy. We have three biggest enemy in our mind itself. So the first one is internal fear. Okay. The second one is external fear, and third one is fear on system. Now, tell me, I'm going to give you example of internal fear, external fear, and fear on system. Listen to this carefully and give me your personal example. Okay. Say, for example, Natashekar said that I'm not able to speak confidently to my client. I'm not able to speak confidently to my boss. Okay. Because you are having self doubt, because you have fear that you will not be able to speak confidently, you will make mistake in communication, you will make misuse of vocabulary, you will not be able to use the right word. If this is the problem, if this is the thought when you speak, and because of that you're not able to speak, it is internal fear. Okay. Second one, if you feel that what people will say, people will make fun of you, how the audience will judge me, how the boss will think about me, what if I make mistake and they will laugh at me, it is external fear. Now you decide whether you have more of internal fear or you have external fear, and give me some example, each one of you.
I guess I have that internal fear.
Okay. How can you say that? Can you give some example?
Yeah, during the sessions of any occasions, uh, that opportunities manager wants to talk or heads wants to talk, they can announce through mic. So immediately they can call me that I can feel about that what needs to be talk and
Mm,
how I should be start. If
mm,
I start from what basis needs to talk, that's a point. I'm not sure about that. So that I feel I guess it's internal fear.
Okay. So you have self doubt. How will I start? I don't know how will I start. I don't know what to say. That is something you have, right?
Yeah.
Okay, got it, got it. Yeah, maybe Pavni, maybe Seema or Natshekhar, would you like to share what kind of fear you have?
Yeah, for me also internal fear.
Okay.
Sometimes internal fear only. Like I want to speak, but I don't know the means I didn't get the words to communicate properly with the peers and colleagues and all.
Okay.
Um, Mostly it's internal fear. Sometimes external fear as well.
Hmm.
Because if I speak like this means they thought they will think like I'm very poor at
Hmm.
communicating the things and all.
Hmm.
So I feel that as well.
Mm. So do you have, like, any of you can also share that, that do you have any experience that you have said something, you have done something, and in school, in college, in your office, and people have rejected. People have not just rejected your opinion, or they have said, "Oh, this is how you're talking," right? Like they have some you have got some feedback, and because of that you have lost your confidence that, okay, now I'm not going to say anything, now I'm not going to speak in front of anybody, right? So this is kind of your past experience you had faced, and then you say, or you can have belief that, okay, it is not going to work for me, I'm not good at all in communication, because I have tried once in my childhood, it was not went well, it did not went well, and that is where you stopped speaking to anyone, right? So this is how our experiences take a negative role, and that is how we create our fear, the fear in our mind, or we start comparing with others. Oh, he's able to speak so well, I'm not able to speak so well, because of my background, because of my so and so reasons, I'm not able to speak well, right? So this kind of fear we have, and of course we are going to address today the internal fear more, right? Why we have such kind of doubts, why we have such kind of fears, right? So internal fears cover, definitely we have, like, we wait for we wait for the perfectionism. Okay. Until and unless I am perfect, I'm not going to speak. Let me be perfect, and let me tell you that perfectionism is a myth. Okay. We never are going to be perfect. Nobody is perfect in this world. Next one is feeling unworthiness. Oh, my idea is not going to work for them. I have that idea, but it might not be that worthy to share, right? So that is the feeling of we have, that is the doubt we have for ourselves, and that's create internal fear. Then we have the fear of failure, right? What if I fail? What if I'm not able to speak? What if I'm not able to present my or put my point very well? So that is the fear of failure, and because of that, these kind of fears, we are not able to communicate confidently. So basically these are the internal fear. Now I will put another examples of external fear. There you will see, okay, how it works. Okay, so the first thing, avoiding difficult conversation. Say for example, your boss is inviting you for performance appraisal discussion. Okay, and he is putting few points that, okay, Pavni, you have not done that well, and Daniel, you could have done this better, and Natshekhar, that time you have not spoken well, and you have the point to justify. You know that you were correct at that time. You know that you have done the best whatever with your ability, but you are not able to express, and you just say, okay, sir, because you don't want to get into that difficult conversation. I should be perfect all the time.
Yes, and not only officially, I
Hmm.
used to travel in overseas countries of
Hmm.
Africa and Middle East countries. It's a different culture. People, I'm interacting with a different kind of peoples.
Hmm.
So I just know, I don't know that how we can start, what we
Hmm.
can do to start.
Hmm.
That's moment I can stuck.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
fine. So I think this is also covered like culture or language barrier. If you're going to a
yeah,
different culture, yes, so
yeah,
that is again external barrier, whether they will understand my language or not, right? Like for
correct.
example, Pavani is saying that I'm not able to understand the accent. It is again a cultural barrier, right? So
Yeah.
yes, it is external fear. Now the third one is doubt on the system. Say for example, as your boss says, you have a golden opportunity, but you have to go to Israel again. So this is a complete different culture, and since it is a different culture, we are not we are very unfamiliar with that culture. We doubt on that system, how the culture will work, how the people will be. It is out of my comfort zone, how the action, how will be the outcome of this action. So all these systems, say for example, you are you are all are here for communication improvement, right? So somebody, if I say, okay, there is a course going on in YouTube or in Udemy, you should register for that. Okay, but you have, because you have not seen about that course, because you have not heard about that course, you will be having doubt, right? Because you have not, you are unfamiliar with that. So this is kind of system you have, or this is the doubt you have on the system for a new company, for the unknown zone, or for the unfamiliar situation or the setting, right? So this is on the third fear, which is we are having on the system. So in total we have internal fear, external fear, and fear on the system, which we are going to break today.